Time now for the section 2 of 3 of the men's 4x400 relay. The time to beat by Oregon in section 1, 3:08.42. The teams in this section: George Mason, Texas Tech, Texas Christian, and Arizona State.
Dwight, each of these heats get faster and faster. These times for the athletes, George Mason's run 3:07.43 seconds. That's the slowest, and the fastest is Arizona State at 3:06 seconds.
Inside Mason, Texas Tech, TCU.
Each athlete indoors here for each of these teams is averaging somewhere around 46.5 to 46.9 per 400 meters. Pretty deep talent in each of these schools for 400-meter running.
Well, Arizona State, at least in the Pac-10, always a force to be reckoned with in the 4x400.
Going back to Baldy Castillo's days and the great Euless Williams, Henry Carr, Mike Barrick, and Ron Freeman, world record. Back in the 60s, early, 62-3, something like that. They were great back then, and they've always had teams since that long 40, 50 year span.
So Arizona State followed by Texas Tech, TCU, then George Mason. TCU were challenging for a second spot, but Texas Tech doesn't want to let them have it. So much energy is wasted when you try to make a pass like that. It gets rebuffed. George Mason now moving into third.
Are you speaking with first-hand knowledge there?
Yeah, I've run a couple of these things.
400?
4x4s. They always let me anchor and gave me a huge lead, so I don't even know what that feels like.
I was going to get to the point. 133.8 by the first two legs for Arizona State.
I always made sure I had a guy right next to me in case my teammates tried to work me over and sort of jog the third leg. I was just going to pull him out of the track. There's no way I was going to have to try to fight somebody off. You're right, I'm a high jumper. Arizona State continuing to lead, but that lead is becoming a little bit less right now.
Texas Tech in second, George Mason in third. TCU, the Horned Frogs, in fourth, but everybody gaining on Arizona State right now.
It was Ray Miller of Arizona State who has blown this lead for the Sun Devils. Texas Tech got Zach Culinario, who now takes the lead. And George Mason, David Verburn did a nice job. And Arizona State now in last, and they had a big lead when they got the stick for the third leg. This is the final leg, and for Texas Tech, that is Latoy Williams. In for the Horned Frogs, it's Lamore Henry. And Arizona State now getting into third place with a bell lap. That is Joel Phillip. You don't count him out of being able to get the lead again for Arizona State. TCU trying to hold off Arizona State. Texas Tech appears to be on way to victory in this section. Might be running a little bit harder when it's all on time. Texas Tech and very close between Mason and Arizona State. I think George Mason got it.
Yep.
And that was a major meltdown for the Sun Devils on that third leg.
3:07.53, corrected to, yes, 3:07.53 will be the official time for Texas Tech. So they surpass anything from the prior heat in terms of ranking for points. One more heat to go, the seeded heat, and there will be 4 teams in it, and they're coming up.
On the women's side, we will tell you with 2 events remaining.
So Texas Tech winning that second section of 3 in the 4x400 relay. They established the time to beat for the section 3 seeded heat, 3:07.53. George Mason gets second, holds off Arizona State, and then TCU fourth in that section.